Greetings, kings, queens, nice nobles of all kind. My name is Blue Raven, and welcome to the first snapshot of 1.21, Snapshot 23w42a. In this snapshot, we take a look at the new block, the crafter. It's the only new thing added in this snapshot, but we're also going to be going over last week's snapshot to do with the clay pots here from the Tails and Trails update. They've added some new functionality to it. So let's go ahead and get into the crafter here. So as a lot of you know, if you've seen the Minecraft live show on Sunday, the auto crafter, or just the crafter as it's called, I keep calling it auto crafter because that's what it is. It basically will auto craft stuff as you as it pulls stuff from the hopper into the crafter here. You can configure the UI here to craft whatever you want. In this case, I want to craft a chest, and over here I have some bricks to craft into some of the clay pots, and right now they're being held by this lever right here, so they won't go down into here. I'm going to grab this as well as some of this right here, and I'm going to go ahead and release this lever so that way they will start going into the crafters here, and as you can see, they will start filling up in order from the least to greatest, right? So as you can see, I have the chest here, and over here I have the clay pot or the decorated pot. I cannot take it out, right? Like it has to be from the redstone input, right? So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make a clock. And as you can see, they will pop out as long as there is something in there, which we have run out. And we have, from a stack of each, 16 decorated pots, as well as 8 chests. Now, of course, you can go a lot more in depth with this. There's people who've already figured out like grid patterns for this stuff. And why must it rain? This is not a good time, but there's definitely going to be a lot of stuff you can do with this. It can be honestly as easy or as complicated as you make it. That's just a simple way to show off what it does, but you can of course go into a lot more detail with it. The crafter brings a new block to the face game. We have here the dispenser, the dropper, the observer, and now the crafter with its little face right here. Now these levers are just going to show them activating. As you can see, their face does not change on any of these. The observer, of course, has to be something in front of it, and if I do put something in front of it, it will react back here, but its face, the face itself, does not actually move. But this is all to show that this crafter right here, its face will actually do something. So I have some spectral arrows wanting to craft in here, and if we flick the lever, we can see its mouth, and also this little, I guess, ear onto the side will open up every time that you go to craft. So I think that's pretty neat. And also something that I like to mention, you can put this in any orientation. You can put it like this, you can put it like that. So it is not that it really affects anything, I guess, unless you were just trying to like get it to pump into a chest. You would need the mouth to face that way in order to get pumped into there. But other than that, it doesn't really matter because all the hoppers will work no matter where you put them in there. Now, this is what it looks all the way around. So you can tell that, you know, in the middle there has that crafting table feel, and we'll actually show a crafting table here right next to it. Obviously it looks very similar because that's what it's supposed to be imitating, an actual crafting table, but just automatic. Now, with these arrows that I've gone ahead and accidentally gotten rid of, I'm going to bring over here. As you can see, I have some clay pots set up. We're going to grab ourselves a crossbow here. You can use a bow as well, but they have made it where you can now break the clay pots, or the decorated pots, sorry, with arrows or projectiles. You can also actually, let's see if I can get a snowball here and do that as well. Yeah, see, you can break them with projectiles. And as you can also probably see, with the breaking of the pots, there are items inside of them. So that is something that they also added. There we go. Whoops. You can put items in there. So if the item stacks to 64, you can put 64 of the item in there. If the item stacks to 16, you can put 16 of that item in there. And if the item stacks to just 1, you can only put 1 of that item in there. Now, it is worth noting you can put multiple different items in there, but it only holds a stack of something. If we go here and break this pot, we can also see that the decorated pots will also now stack to 64, which is very nice. And also, as you go to fill the pot up, it has a little animation, and the pitch of it will also get, I believe, lower, or it could be higher. We'll see here in a minute, as the pot fills up. As you can see there, it will give off this sound when you cannot put any more in there, and it will also give you the smoke. But the pitch kind of gets a bit higher as you fill up the pot. Now, over here, as you can probably see with a bunch of signs, we have the decorative pots with 16 items, 64 items, and 1 item with giving out a redstone signal. Now, with the 16 items, it's probably pretty self-explanatory. Every item you put in will give off its respective amount of redstone level, except for once you get here to 8 and 10. It will skip 1. I believe this is because you have the redstone comparator here drawing it out, which means that this all the way down to here is 16 and not just 16 redstone lines. So it has to kind of account for that. So it will skip 1 right here from 8 to 10. Now, with the 64 items, I've put grass blocks in here, but I'm sure you can use any other item that stacks to 64. 1 will give you 1 power level, 5 blocks will give you 2, 10 blocks will give you 3, and so on and so forth, all the way down here to 64 items, giving you your 16th power level. And if you don't know, redstone can only go 16 blocks before needing a redstone repeater in order to extend the signal. Now, for a item like a sword or armor or any other unstackable item, right? If you put it in there, it will go ahead and give off the entire 16 levels of redstone, because you can't put any more in there, as you can tell by it shaking. So that's really all for this snapshot. Like I said, this is the one for this week as well as the one from last week. So yeah, I do hope this has been informational, and I will still continue to make more snapshot videos as they come out every week, and keep y'all updated on the 1.21 update. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that like button if you did like it, and if you want to see more from me, especially to know more about the 1.21 update, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. And thank you guys for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, and God bless.